it is hanging out behind the shop. Oh my god. Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and today you're joining us from the driver's seat of the 4th gen because we've hooked up our trailer and we're about to head out to rescue and rebuild an International Loadstar. Now, I got a little bit of a, I guess you would say a lead on this truck, or at least that it was kind of sitting out at the back of the mud park and had basically been untouched for many years, and the owners of the mud park pretty much want it gone, and they said that as long as you can get it out of there, we'll just, you know, sign the title over to you, and it's your truck to do whatever you want with. So I have big plans. So let's fire up the 4th gen and be on our way out there. Now, let's see. We're under the canopy right now because that's where the truck was parked. That's where it was hanging out. I slept out here last night, but we kind of wanted to get a little bit of an early start this time because I didn't know how badly stuck this old Loadstar was, and, it's going to be an interesting one to get out of there, for sure. Now, right here at the top of the video, I do want to let y'all know that the end result of the Loadstar that you will see later on in the video is a private mod, just to go ahead and get that out of the way. And as far as the info goes on all of the other mods that I am using in this video, including this 4th gen dually and the trailer pack and the map, all of the information about everything I used in this video will be in the description box down below, with detailed information on what system it is, well, what systems, whether it's console or PC, that it is available on, or I should say that they are available on. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring it right back into the current mission. So, just on our way out to where this truck supposedly is at, they told us it was all the way at the back of the mud park. And I mean all the way at the back. Like, essentially, someone drove it out there many years ago, essentially wrecked it, and then nothing ever happened with it. It just stayed there. Now, why nobody ever came back to get this Loadstar, I have no idea, and frankly, it seems like the owners of the park don't really even know either. So, it's kind of a mystery, kind of a very strange, weird mystery, but the closer we get to recovering it, the more my anticipation is kind of building, because I don't know how stuck this Loadstar is. It could be, like, absolutely dreadfully stuck. It could be stuck in such an awful way that we might have to bring in something else to get it out. I really hope not, and I also really hope that it fits on our trailer. This was all that I brought out this way, and I really don't want to have to drive multiple hours back home to get a gooseneck. And now thinking about it, I probably should have brought a gooseneck in the first place, but I figured because it was like, you know, just a essentially stock Loadstar, it should fit on this car hauler, right? Right? I mean, I hope. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. We're probably going to be pushing the limits of width for this car hauler, but I don't know. I've never guessed completely wrong on, like, width for this car hauler, so I think we'll be okay. I think. That's not exactly a very inspiring statement, but I think it'll be fine. All right, I actually think I might see something out there, because nobody ever goes to the back of this mud park, right? They go to the racetrack, but there's actually a tiny little mud pit back here that nobody ever goes to, and probably because it's way out in the corner, and it's way away from everything else. It's kind of not in a prime area, but yeah, there's that old Loadstar just chilling right there, completely stuck. Huh. I think I know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna drive around to the other side of this mud park, and I think we'll drop the trailer off right here, and we'll run around to the back of this mud pit, and we'll pull the Loadstar out from there. Then we'll bring it around, and we'll get our ramps out and see if we can get it up on the trailer with little issue. I don't know how little the little issue is gonna be, but let me go ahead and turn this thing around. We'll get out our longest tow strap and see if we can reach that Loadstar. This is gonna be fun. All right, let's ease you back in here. I don't want to get this thing too far into the mud, because if I get it too far into the mud, we could face some other issues. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna have to go further, y'all. This might be sketchy. That should be far enough. I don't really want to go much farther than that. All right, that's about as long as my tow strap can reach. Let's see if we can ease that thing out of there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Actually, this thing is more gripped up than I thought it was going to be. A lot more gripped up. All right, dude, not bad. All right, let's go ahead and tighten up the tow strap. We'll give, like, very light pressure on the tow strap while we've got this thing's brakes locked. Almost there. Now that we've got it tightened up, we can just haul it right around to where the trailer is. And then we can focus on the challenge of getting it up there. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. All right, so let's get the lockers turned off. We'll throw this thing back into automatic mode, and we will get you towed right back around to where our trailer is. Now, I don't really have to worry too much about getting, you know, any extra damage on that truck because supposedly it hasn't run in years. So it's already going to need a ton of rebuilding anyway, and I've got plans for it, all the way down to adding an extra axle and stretching the frame. So let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set you right here. And then now we're going to grab our trailer. This is where things are going to get quite interesting because I don't know if that's going to fit on the trailer, but you know what? It's time to find out. Oh, dude, this is going to be fun. I think it'll do it. Yeah, I think it'll do it. I think it's going to be just barely there, but I think it'll do it. All right, let's back you up. And right about there is good. Let me go ahead and get my ramps out, and we'll get that thing winched up onto the trailer. Well, we got it loaded up, we got the truck and trailer turned around, and it's time to head back to the shop and get to work on this thing. I am so excited for the transformation of this truck. It's going to be a massive, massive transformation. It's not just going to be like, oh, we lifted it, we threw some wheels and tires on it. No, I mean, dude, we've got plans for an extra axle, an extended frame, totally different axles, actually, come to think of it. Different tires, different wheels, full engine swap, different exhaust setup, like all sorts of custom fabrication work is about to go into that truck, and that truck has no idea what it's in for. Absolutely none. By the way, I do have to give this thing some props too, because it's doing a pretty good job of towing that. Now, granted, I will say, this probably maxes out the trailer in terms of width. I wouldn't really tow anything wider with that trailer, and kind of thinking about it, I probably should have brought the gooseneck because not bringing the gooseneck was a little bit of a gamble. Now, it did play out in our favor, but that doesn't mean it would have played out in our favor if this truck was like even just a tiny bit wider. So in the future, we probably should bring the gooseneck for stuff like this. All right, make sure nobody's coming through. Let's go. I do find myself kind of shifting between automatic and high periodically with this truck because once it's got some weight behind it, it seems to kind of confuse the transmission just a little bit in automatic mode. Not in a bad way, but more in a way where if it's got so much load on it that it's in a higher gear and it doesn't know what to do with it, it will start doing that weird thing where it'll walk itself back down like 4 gears without really thinking much about it, you know? Instead of being like, oh, I've got a little bit of strain, let me go from like 5th to 3rd, it'll go from like 5th to 2nd, you know what I mean? It's kind of a weird thing, so that's why if you see me going back and forth between automatic and high like over and over and over again, that's usually why, and it's not something that's solely, you know, like solely a this truck thing. A lot of different trucks do it. That's not any kind of dig at this truck. It's more of a SnowRunner thing because the vanilla trucks do that too, and I think it's got something to do with the way the developers programmed the automatic transmissions, and there's only so much of that you can fix in terms of coding. Why is that texture not loading? Oh, now it is. That's weird. Because I was in interior view, that texture didn't want to load. But the second I swapped over to exterior, it loaded, and then I went back to interior, and the texture was fine. SnowRunner is very weird sometimes, and it seems like every time they update the game, they change something about the way the textures load, and it creates some very awkward scenarios in games sometimes. Now, let's see. Nope, no massive mud trucks going off of the lake jump at the moment, so we're good to head through here. I feel like the amount of times I have launched myself off of that jump has given me just like this internal, like literally just these memories of like every time I turn onto this little straightaway, I'm like, is there gonna be somebody ripping through here? Like at a moment's notice? Oh my God, I'm getting so excited for this, y'all. This is going to be such a sick transformation for this truck. It's going to be so good. All right, let's go ahead and roll this thing into the garage. Get you turned around. All right, throw it in reverse. Just get it backed up to the door, nice and easy. Let's see if we can do this on the first try. Oh, almost. Not bad. Yo, all right. Let's go ahead and get this thing stopped and parked. Unpack that thing, and now we can roll it into the garage. So a few months have gone by, and the shop actually gave me a call the other day and said they were ready for me to come over and see this thing. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this truck. It's been a good long time, but let's see. Oh, apparently someone else has been using that that rental trailer. It's just chilling out right there, but apparently it is hanging out behind the shop. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Now, they haven't finished anything on the frame, obviously, like on top of the frame. They did finish stretching the frame, though, and they got the wheels, tires, axles, suspension, engine swap done. Oh, my God, the custom exhaust work. Let's check this thing out and see how it drives and what it sounds like. Look at this. This is insane. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Let's start it up. Oh my God. Dude, the custom hood stack and everything? Oh, wow. This is so next level. This is so far beyond what I was expecting it to be. Oh, wow. I cannot believe this. This is so nuts. All right. I will say that while we're going to save the full test for a later date, I'm at least going to do a boosted launch in the parking lot. Let's see what this thing's got. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's quick! Oh, wow. Okay, this thing is properly quick. I can't wait to see what it'll do in the mud. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time.